Good morning, Hive fans. Randy Ingersoll here. It's 1:30 in the morning, so bear with me. I'm having a little bit of problems getting my stream started. I didn't have a delay on it initially, and I'm trying to figure out what's going on right now. There's actually been some conversation in the game room. I set up the initial three moves from game one. This is game four. We have Gandac playing white, stepanzo playing black. Gandac won game one playing white. Right, currently the match is tied 1.5 points apiece. So I'm going to turn the lobby off. And let's see if hopefully we will be going. I think we have the 2-minute time delay in place. We should be starting here very shortly. So let me go ahead and see what's going on in the game room. I set up the original after three moves, so let's see what happens here. And it looks like they started off exactly the same way. This is exactly the way game one started. So we finally are up and going. It looks like Troy, sorry I missed you on that. Hopefully you'll come back in. He was in the other room when I had to shut it down. Note in here. So this game is starting exactly the way that game one started. Okay, interesting. Here we have a change. The black ant played in line, and again, the white mosquito attacked. This time the black mosquito comes in early. And the mistake that, okay, yes, Gandac, it looks like, has learned from his last mistake, last game. Last time he placed the mosquito in line. Let me get the beetle in there. This time he placed the beetle in elbow. And white immediately attacked. And then looks like Stepanzo is bringing in ant number 2. But there was a pin-proof spawn point right there, and the white beetle comes in. And so it's interesting. Quite often I get asked the question comparing an inline queen formation with an elbow queen formation. And we can see this game and in game one, Gandac used the inline queen formation to his own benefit. This pocket formed in here allow these pin-proof spawn points. And of course, with the white mosquito taking the place of a harassing mosquito, if both of these black ants should move away, then white can warp the black pill bug away. We're starting to get some action in the board space room. Some of our Eastern European friends, where it's Friday morning. We've got Hawk 81 and Sturek are both in the room watching. And Stepanzo decides to bring in ant number 3. And Gandac is playing very quickly. White beetle has moved up. I've been attempting to get a video replay of game 1. It ended very quickly with an unexpected ring formed by Gandac. I think that Stepanzo had a defense, which hopefully I got it recorded earlier today, and we'll have it up shortly. The white beetle is moving forward, and Gandac is on the verge of qualifying for the win. Now it's interesting to see if did the black spider come in to continue anchoring down the pill bug, or did the black spider come in to free up the mosquito? And the white beetle continues its march. For those of you just joining the live stream, thank you very much for coming. Troy, thanks. Appreciate you being in here and having patience with me this morning. And Gandac has already qualified for the win. It looks like a very impressive attack underway already. I think I would have, back in this position here, before moving the beetle forward, would have brought in an attacking bug like a grasshopper or a ladybug while this was still available as a spawn point. But because the beetle has moved forward, this is no longer available as a spawn point. But a grasshopper could come in here, or a ladybug could come in here. So stepanzo is going to have to be playing some anti-spawn defense here, because right now Gandac only has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spawn points. If black should attack, okay, he's got, and he did play the ladybug out here as expected. So now one of the oh no, he hasn't played the ladybug out there yet. Looks like he is going to though, so he just did. The question would be which is a more dangerous spawn point, here or here? If he placed it here, this would be available as a spawn point. If he placed it here as he did, that's available as a spawn point. So of course Gandac still has 2 ants in reserve. So with an ant, if Gandac can fill this spot first, then the pill bug won't be able to warp anything away. So he brings the ant in. And now, of course, if the spider pins it, he can just warp the pill bug away. Let's see, which would be a better spot? Probably there. So if he pins it with the spider, and white warps it away, then we've got a direct drop spot here. Actually, what if he warped it to there? That would probably be the best bet, is to warp it over there. The problem is, however, if he doesn't pin it with the spider, then this black ant is no longer available for defense. If he pins it with the ant, then he just brings in an ant somewhere where it can't be pinned, and then the white ant will fill the setup spot. So I think he's going to be forced to pin with the spider. And it looks like I'm wrong. Although he's examining it. I think if he doesn't pin with the spider, then white can bring in the last ant, and there's no bug available to either place a block or defend that third ant. Nope, he did play with the ant. So Gandac, yep, Gandac's bringing in the third ant. Now the ant, of course, is threatening to come to there, and then there's no defense. So what's going to end up having to happen is he's going to have to move the spider to here so that when the ant attacks, the pill bug can move away. So Gandac attacks. The pill bug has to move away, and it cannot stay next to the mosquito, because then the mosquito could warp it in. It would have to go to there. This might not be as hopeless for Stepanzo as it might seem. If Gandac does move out to cover the pill bug, he no longer has a bug with an angle of attack to this final kill spot. So let's see what would happen if the ant played here. Like I mentioned, the pill bug dare not move to there, because then the white mosquito would have pill bug power. Although I don't know, that might work okay, because the black pill bug could move back in. No, because then white grasshopper joins here. And the black pill bug cannot move back in. Okay, so another thing that Gandac might do is play a little bit of control here. He might go out and pin this spider, keeping both of those bugs in under control, not giving Stepanzo the opportunity to attack with the spider and have some very close spawn points for the black beetles. Because both of these black ants are currently doing pinning duty. White doesn't have much in the way of good spawn points. This spawn point here can be immediately pinned by the black spider. This spawn point over here, or this spawn point over here. Okay, that's interesting. He warped the ant into there. So black's going to have to move the ladybug. And of course, he dare not move the ladybug to here, because then white would always be able to warp it right back in. If he leaves it there, if he places it there, it doesn't pin the ladybug. Oh, but if he places it out here, there's a direct drop spot. So his only option is to bring it to here. Otherwise, Gandac gets a direct drop spot there. And he brings in any bug, he places it here, and white will warp it into there. And that's what he's doing. He's putting a spider here, which can use the power of the pill bug to warp it into that spot, and nothing that black can do. So he's forced to pin with the ant, and now the white ant will be able to attack. Yep, that was virtually a forced move by Stepanzo. And unlike the typical Hive maxim, rings are bad, it looks like Gandac has come up with another good ring. Looks like he might be thinking about moving the ant to there. And of course, the ladybug cannot move away because it would allow the direct drop there. Oh, but so that would mean that black has to shift the pin out to here to keep the spider in play. And then Gandac just moves in, makes a smaller ring. And then there's nothing to stop white from moving the bug into here. This is one of those situations where the ladybug, which is very, very versatile, cannot move from this point to that point. Although even if the ladybug could move to there, it'd be a direct drop spot there. So Stepanzo moves the spider into here. Which allows the black pill bug to warp the white mosquito away. He's putting up a defense. And Gandac climbs up on the pill bug. Now there's another direct drop spot here. And white is still threatening to warp in a bug to here. So does stepanzo have any opportunities to defend? If the ladybug moves, then there's a direct drop here. The ladybug doesn't move. The white ant gets warped in. Actually, white's going to spawn a bug here first before warping the bug in here. Yep, I think it's oh, very interesting. I think there was a mistake here. Oh no, white just warps the Gandac just warps the queen away. So Gandac is forced to warp the queen back. Although he could warp this ant to there. Because if he warps the queen back, then we're just going to have a repetition of moves. If he warps the ant away, then black could pin the ant. Oh no, then yeah, that's what he's going to have to do. He's going to have to warp the ant away because now he'll be threatening to warp the spider in. No, if Gandac warps the queen back, we're just going to get a repetition of moves. Or maybe not, because then when he goes to here, then the spider gets warped to there. Yeah. Yeah, he has to warp the ant out. And then black has to move the spider away. Otherwise, the spider will get warped in. Nope, he's going back to possibly moving the queen out. Because if he warps the queen out, again threatening to win, if he then warps the spider in, then the ladybug comes out. Yeah. Yeah, he has to. I don't see he has a choice. He has to warp the ant out. Excuse me. So make sure I'm not missing anything here. If he warps to there, oh. Okay, let's take a look at that. If he's looking at that move, then Gandac could threaten to win that way. Then if the queen warps over, yep, so that's what he did. He brought the ant in here. So now if black okay, interesting. Let's see. Yep, if black moves in here, yeah, he doesn't have the tempo, because if he moves in there, oh, he might have the tempo, because if he direct drops, moves in, completely surrounding the pill bug and smothering it. Then if white spawns a bug here, then black goes on the offensive with the grasshopper here. Okay, then the white ant comes out and pins the grasshopper. And now the white queen has a place. Oh no. Yep. Very interesting. Complex situation here. Stepanzo's defending exceptionally well. Make sure I don't have any extraneous bugs in there. Okay, Gandac makes another ring. No, he has the tempo because white vacated a kill spot. He needs to climb up with the beetle first. Let's see what happened here. He played the grasshopper. And now white has to shift out to pin the grasshopper. Unbelievable. Stepanzo pulled that one out. Congratulations, Stepanzo. He turned what looked like a lost position. Gandac says this was upsetting and dumb from me. We'll have to go back and see where the mistake was made, if there was a mistake made by Gandac, or did Stepanzo just do a fantastic job of defending on this one? What a game. Definitely proving the quality of play from both of these. Gandac said there was at least a draw if I decided to repeat, but no, I'm smarter than that. Sometimes discretion is the better part of valor, and it's better to take the draw. So they're going to go back and take a look at this position to see. And this was an interesting position here where the spider, because the door had options, was able to move in. So game 5 is scheduled for 48 hours from now, which would be Sunday morning, GMT time. Really early Sunday morning my time, another 1:31 for me. Of course, this time period is caused by both of these players being on opposite sides of the world. Gandac is from Romania. Stepanzo is an expatriate Russian living on the west coast of the U.S. in Seattle. So I think they're probably 10 hours apart. It's Thursday night for Stepanzo and Friday morning for Gandac. Gandac says, see you Sunday, same time. Put a note in. So part of me is very happy it was a short game, only less than 40 minutes, so I can get back to sleep and get back to bed and get some sleep. It's approaching 2:30 here on the East Coast of the U.S. Thank you very much for watching. I truly appreciate it. Of course, if you'd like to make it, wrong button. If you'd like to make a contribution to my channel, there's a Buy Me a Coffee link down below. I'd like to thank Eric Lowe, plays under the name Salty Lick, was the most recent contributor to my channel. Other recent contributors have been scrolling all along through the live stream. We really appreciate everybody's contributions to my channel. I also appreciate you joining in. I don't know where in the world you are. If that's a normal time for you, it's probably early morning in Europe. And of course, if you are familiar with YouTube, the YouTube algorithm has a lot to do with communication between YouTubers and the players and the viewers. So anytime you drop in a chat, that helps trigger the YouTube algorithm as well. So I appreciate everybody being with me early this morning. Congratulations to Stepanzo. He now takes a 2.5 to 1.5 point lead. So the next game will be the same time 2 days from now. That's Sunday morning, my time, or late Saturday evening if you're on the west coast of the U.S. So until next time, as always, I am here helping you play Hive like a champion. This is Randy Ingersoll signing out.